Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with some more My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. And as I said in the Endeavour summons video, we're going to be going through why Endeavour or how Endeavour has been nerfed. If you don't know already, your boy's already summoned for him. I know, but he's my favourite character currently in My Hero Academia. So if this is a nerf that's staying, then your boy is just going to have to hold the L. I managed to pull him. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll leave the link for the video in the description. I'll even pin it in the comments as well if you want to go check that out. But it wasn't too bad, the summons. It wasn't too bad. As I said, and if this is a nerf that's going to stay, then your boy's just going to have to hold the L. I mean, he's still one of my favourite characters. And I'm going to say that to you guys as well. Even though the nerf is quite huge and a huge detriment to his character and the way he works in this game, if you're still going to summon, I mean, that's fair enough. If he's one of your favourite characters and you really want him, still summon for him. This isn't to deter you. It's just a little bit of a heads up. I still summoned for him. I got him. So, as I said, it's my L to hold, but this is going to be a little heads up. And maybe you should think twice before summoning on him. So we're going to head over to Twitter now, and I'll show you how he's been nerfed. But I could actually show you here partially, but I'm going to go over to Twitter regardless. And again, if you want to see an account kind of run through of of my account, then let me know down in the comments, and I'll get that video for you guys, because you haven't seen what boy's been doing. I mean, you can see what I've got here, but you know what I mean. So if we go over to his skill set, and we go over to his passive, timely cooling. Endeavour lowers his body temperature in time to maintain physical function. Every 10% reduction of temperature restores 1% HP. And obviously, the more this gets upgraded, which the maximum I think is level 20 if I remember rightly, it will be 1% plus 1% HP, which compared to the CN version is terrible. I think it's this ability here, Consuming Flame, isn't it? Endeavour concentrates his power and unleashes a heat wave that strikes nearby enemies. Holding the skill will pull nearby enemies and deals damage. The longer the hold, the more it can cause up to a maximum of 330% damage. Of course, the increase will come as you level it up. Endeavour is immune to damage and new control effects during the pool. I don't think it's that one. There's one where he essentially makes himself hotter. There it is. I think, is it this? When Flame Resurge is activated, Endeavour gains a shield equal to 50% of HP lost. When the shield is broken, it expires, restores HP equal to the damage absorbed by shield. See, that's dope as well. But essentially, what happens is when he... Obviously, his whole thing is Hellflame, right? And he starts to lose health. I just can't remember on which one. It might be this one, but I don't think it is. But essentially, he starts to lose health, right? And this passive, timely cooling, is meant to kind of counter that. And as you can see here, for every 10% reduction of temperature, it restores 1% health. Once this is maxed out to level 20, it'll be 1% plus 1% HP. And that's where the issue kicks in. So we're going to head over to Twitter, and I'll show you the comparison between the global and CN version of the game. Right, guys, so we're over on Twitter. And by the way, this is why I say this is potentially just a typo or translation error on their part. If you look on the trailer here, it says Endeavour's quirk is Hellflame. I don't think he takes pictures. Let's just say that. Obviously, his quirk is Hellflame, and they've got that wrong. So this is why I think on his passive ability, they haven't nerfed him. I think it's a typo or a mistake. So I do think they're going to change it, and I don't think this is intentional. This is why I summoned for him, not just because he's my favorite character, but because I don't think the change is staying. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was a mistake. There's a lot of translation errors and typos in the game anyway. So. And there's another one literally on the trailer that they've shown on social media. I mean, whoever's working on this part of the, the game, someone give him some help, because he really needs it. But if we go to Tatsumi Kento's tweet here, I'm going to leave us a link in the description, because I'll give credit where it's due. Obviously, you've seen the global version. It's, as you see here, it's 1% max. So every 10% reduction of temperature restores 1% HP plus 1% HP. So 2% altogether when it's level 20 maxed out. Then if we go to the CN version, level 20 maxed out again. His ability is only an A, so it hasn't like this. I mean, it's an A anyway, but you know what I mean. It's the same. Level 20 maxed out. For every 10% temperature reduction, you gain 2% HP plus 20% HP back. So 22% altogether, whereas the global version is 2% altogether. Now that is a huge nerf killing him, because he's a PvE king. Literally, his damage output is incredibly high. I mean, you saw it in a few of his abilities. I mean, if we go back to the, the actual My Hero game now, we look at some of his abilities. I mean, dealing 150% damage on this when temperature exceeds 50%. As I said, it deals 150%. This one here, 330%. And then his Flashfire Fist, 240%. His damage output is insane. And the higher his temperature is, the more damage he does. I don't fully know how the temperature system works for him in terms of building it up. All I know is the higher the temperature, the more damage he takes, and the timely cooling is to counter that. And as you saw in the CN version, he gained 22% HP back in total, which is huge. Which is why he's a PvE king, because you're doing so much damage and constantly regenerating health. It was quite OP. And now they've nerfed him to this, where this fully leveled out or maxed out, it will be 1% plus 1%, which is terrible. As I said, I do believe it's probably a mistake or a typo or translation error, because on the trailer it says Hellflame instead of Hellflame. There's loads of typos in the game, and this is literally killing him. This has completely killed Endeavour as a character in the game. So that's why I do think it's a mistake. If it's here to stay, as I said, I guess I'll just have to hold my L. And it's also a little bit iffy as well, because I've seen on Twitter as well, people have already done summons. They didn't know this change was in place. They didn't know this happened, which is the iffy part. If you're going to drop a trailer for a character to drop, and I mean, I call it's a trailer, but he already dropped in game for a lot of people. With that already being out, people going to summon and not knowing the changes you've made on a nerf, it's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to call it false advertising, but it's a bit iffy. Like, they're completely different characters between the CN and the global version of the game. So if you're going to make changes to a character, you need to be putting out the changes you've made in game and on social media as well. You know, to be like, here's the changes we made. You know, then it's the player's choice to go summon. You know, so a lot of these people, as I said, have gone and summoned without knowing the changes, and now they've seen the nerfs. You know, they want their tickets back. I've seen quite a few people in that Twitter post for the trailer literally say, I want my tickets back. I didn't know there was changes. I want a refund, which I get 100%. Like, you need to be transparent and be showing the detailed changes that you've made to characters and showed how you've nerfed them. Like, that's the iffy part for me. I said, I really do think it's a typo or translation error on this, doing the 1% plus 1% once this maxed out. I said, because again, the trailer says Hellframe and there's loads of typos in the game anyway. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just a typo and a mistake. They rectify it, and they haven't absolutely butchered Endeavour. Otherwise, that really hurt me. But that's my L to hold. And yeah, that's how they've completely nerfed and butchered Endeavour. Let me know down in the comments if you're still going to summon for him, or if you already have. You know, did you at least pull him? Let me know that. And also, do you think this is a mistake? Do you think it's a typo? Or do you think that they're sticking with this? They've absolutely killed him. I said in my case, he's my favourite character. Summons actually went quite well, so I'm not too fast. He's also, as I said, my favourite character, so I'm just, if this is how he's going to stay, then I'm just going to hold the L. I'm just going to hold the L. You know, I don't mind. I said it's one of my favourite characters in My Hero Academia. We're just going to hold that fat L. As I said, I think it's a typo and a mistake based on other typos and mistakes in the game, even on the trailer they dropped for him. And this would just be killing him. So hopefully it is. I said if it isn't, I'll just hold the L. But I'm going to end this one here. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget to turn the bell on to be notified when I drop new videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.